Difficulty in Manifestation Part 2. If you haven't watched my previous video relating to this, you can watch that. That video is one set of insights. In this video is another set of insights. An experience today triggered me to make this video. This morning after I finished my visa errands, I was at Café Amazon. Café Amazon is a very popular coffee chain. I ordered myself a cappuccino in a large cup. As I waited for my cappuccino, for the first time ever, I was looking at the back of the coffee machine. I was wondering, why is it that this coffee machine, there were only 3 corners that had a black round head cross screw on it. As I describe this to you, you are probably picturing in your mind how the black behind of the coffee machine and there's 4 corners having a round headed cross screw on 3 of them, but not the 4th one. You have an image in your mind. Furthermore, I was like, okay, let's take this a little bit further. Later when my hot cappuccino was ready, I took the tray back to the table and I sat myself down. What else can I possibly notice? As I looked at the tray, and I actually took some pictures so I can share them with you. This is my half-finished cappuccino. I looked into the texture of the tray. It was a little bit grainy. It looked as though it had been through too many washing cycles, and maybe there was some heat degradation. I also stopped to notice how Café Amazon was engraved on the teaspoon, as though the teaspoon was meant for right-handed use. Because I noticed there seemed to be some writing behind the napkin, I took away the napkin, flipped the tray around. Look what it says. This product comprises of coffee silver skin from Café Amazon. I wonder what that is. Maybe something to do with the texture on this tray. What am I trying to say here? The reason why a lot of people, including me, have had difficulty manifesting stuff is because you do not know what you want to manifest well enough. You don't know the kinks and quirks, the nooks and crannies. Are you not interested enough in what you really want? For example, if you want to be a multi-millionaire, what does a multi-millionaire life look like to you? What do you think features in the breakfast, the lunch, the way one carries himself, the kind of vehicle, the kind of meetings? What does he talk at the meetings? What kind of network does he hang out with? What kind of recreational activities does he do? What kind of conversations does he have with other people at these recreational venues? What kind of events, council events, committee events, association events does this person get invited to? What kind of dressing would you be wearing to such events? What kind of cologne would you be spraying? What timepiece would you be wearing? What shoes would you be wearing? What coat you would be wearing? What color? How would you like your hair to be styled? Where would you like to have your car parked? How many name cards would you probably be handing out, or how many handshakes would you be having? Who are some of the people that you expect to meet? What are the opportunities that you expect to get? And if you had these opportunities, if you met these people, what would you say to them? These are called askfirmations. They're a bit of asking questions and affirmations. Your answers to these questions will build the image that you wish to create. So if your dream happens to becoming a multi-millionaire, rewind this last 2 minutes or something, listen to that all over again, close your eyes and have an imagination. Come up with your own questions for something else that you wish to manifest. If you need some help on some prompts for certain things, certain affirmations, if you're already inside my inspireatrandomschool.com community, you can post a question there and I'll reply you. You can also comment beneath this video, like what are some of the things that you're trying to manifest? My dream car. Even though I've seen it at the motor show many times, I've even test drove 2 versions of it, but I just had a problem trying to visualize or making a mental movie of this car in my garage. And the reason for that, I put the rear end of the car on my wallpaper. For those of you in my Inspire at Random group, I've also posted a neighbor of mine, he has a related version to this car. I've seen the rear end many times, so I know the rear end of the car quite well. But the front end, because his version and the one that I want to get is a different model. It's the same series but different model. For that reason, I'm still not too clear about what the front looks like. And this is precisely why YouTube has all these slow motion videos of houses, cars, handbags and watches, different angles where they go slow motion with some chill out music and panning views, close-ups of the details. All this is to help you build your imagination, to help you build that memory, to construct that mental image. So if you really want to manifest a certain car, a certain house, a certain job, a certain opportunity, know it inside out. Find the ways and means to know it inside out. Let this become your obsession. The next thing, how many of you, when you have been trying to manifest something for some time, you recently saw in your mind a short video clip of it showing up in your life? Anyone? If you see it, you are very close. If you see it, you are very close. Over the past week, I've had 2 instances. It just flashed randomly in my mind. A black BMW M760E reversing into my garage. When I think back, all those things that I've achieved, all those things I've manifested, I've always had some mental flash, an image, a short video of that being in my reality. 3 months ago, I was already very fit. And somehow, I saw a mental flash of the weighing scale, another 2 kilos lighter, and the mirror image of even fitter, even leaner, even more ripped. And I was like, really? And that happened to be me right now. Every single thing I have manifested into my life. Job promotions, random payments of money. All these, I had flashes in my mind before they actually happened. So what did I do in order to get these random flashes to kind of foreshadow what this future was going to look like for me? I listened to an affirmations track. I made for myself an affirmations track with 222 positive affirmations. It is available inside of my inspiredandrandomschool.com community in Subliminal and also Audible affirmation versions. I also have another version of it on my YouTube channel. Affirmations work by programming the mind to change our statements about things and attitudes towards life, such that the more I listen to these 222 positive affirmations that I've scripted, I realize when I get asked certain questions, I find myself speaking things that came off my list of affirmations, as though it's like some kind of a muscle memory. This happens to be our frequency. We have a frequency level. Doing these things repetitively, we're changing our self-concept. Your current self-concept is not going to get you the manifestation that you want. The good news is that it can be raised. So I'm telling you how I raised mine. Another thing that I've been doing also is concentration exercises. As you know, I've been sharing before that I do daily face ice baths. So what I've been doing differently as I do the face ice baths is that I started to count money. When I count the money, I need to know how the note looks like. If you're not successful at manifesting money, how well can you even remember the details on the dollar bill? Or how well can you remember the layout of your banking application? If you cannot remember the details of the dollar bill or the banking application, this is the reason why you're not able to manifest money. So as when I face up merch, I'm counting dollar bills in my imagination. 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, 50,000, 60,000, 70,000, 80,000. I measure the thickness, and then when I get to 100,000, I put them in the stack. And then 110,000, 120,000, 130,000, 140,000, 200,000, I put them in another stack. If I lose count, I restart. I even tell myself whatever count I get up to is the amount of money I'm going to receive in the near future. And this gives me an extra reason to focus. I'm not going to lose count. I'm also going to get the largest amount that I can get. The folks out there watching, are you getting me? Are you feeling me? Let me know in the comments down below. Whatever it is that you want to manifest, make a commitment to take some time this week, not next week. Better still, today, tomorrow, go to the car showroom. If it's a new computer that you want to get, go to the computer store. Or if you've already been to the car showroom or the housing estate way too many times, go find some pictures and videos online and look at it over and over again. I told you about those slow motion panning videos. Look at those. Get a good impression of it. You can't want what you don't know. You can't possibly successfully get anything that you don't know well enough to want so badly. How about we throw some Neville Goddard methods into the mix? Whispering technique. What were some conversations with people go like? If this thing already appeared into your life, maybe some congratulations. Who would be the people congratulating you? If it was a housewarming party, who would be at that party? What would you have at a housewarming party? What kind of housewarming gifts would you be receiving? And it's chilling because when you picture these things, when you know that life is a simulation of our inner reality, when you manifest stuff, it turns out in very little variation to what we first visualized in our mind. In my manifesting journey, I had so many deja vu moments, and so will you. Other than what you want to manifest, be more present in your life today. You know our phones, right? Before you actually look, how many holes are there for the speaker at the bottom? Is it on one side? Is it on two sides? Is it 4 per side or 5 holes per side? Before you actually look, what is the answer? For me, it's 5 holes on one side. But did you know that for yours? Comment below if you knew. Why do we get more and more vivid displays for electronic devices? Even on YouTube, in the early days, 720p was like the gold standard. Now we have 4K, 8K even. If the world is indeed a simulation of our inner reality, let's pick up enough detail. And if shifting our self-concept and acquiring the feeling of the wish fulfilled, making that even more vivid, even more detailed, and we can do that by being very present moment focused to get more information about what we want and how we want to feel, how we want to see, hear, feel, to know that we have already achieved it, right? And to create our life from that position. Manifestation coaches would have said to live from that manifestation, project ourselves from that manifestation, and how we can do that, be more present. Taking stock of things more. Not thinking about last week's things, next week's things, last hour's things, tomorrow's things. Just know, if God wills it, you will have it. Just focus on being your best self and just constantly raising your frequency. All the doors that need to be opened will be open to you. All the things that you need to receive, all the people that you need to meet will be open to you. You will be in such a state of flow, being very present and being very appreciative and gratitude for the life that you have, the things that you have, the opportunities that you have. And for me, it's the gratitude towards all these ideas that endlessly flow and come out to my mind. None of this is scripted, by the way. I used to script some of my earlier videos, but lately I haven't been scripting any of it. Before I create these videos, I just have in my mind, who do I want to reach out to? What kind of message do these people want to hear? And then from that position, I start the video and it just goes into flow state. You could be living in flow and achieving the things that you want, manifesting all those things that you want, the scenarios, the scenes, the places, the themes, making all these mental movies come to life. Or you could be just simply wondering what time the next train is going to come if I miss this one. When I get to the train station, what if the ATM is no longer dispensing notes? Where's the next ATM going to be? And if I had to walk from the first ATM to the second ATM, how much late would I be for my appointment? Then you start flooding your mind with all these useless ideas that do not help you at all because you've been just planning for everything to fail, and guess what? Everything fucks up. But fucking up was your manifestation. So congratulations. It's a negative manifestation, by the way. Wouldn't you rather it be a good one? Leave me a comment below, and for another video, watch this one over here.